Hey guys, Alex here, and before we start, I'd like to thank everybody who has watched my weight loss video. That's my first video on this channel, and it's honestly a very, very important thing in my life to make something like that, to see all the things I've been through that, came to that point and me losing all those weight. And it's honestly something that I've wanted to do for a long, long time, but I've never got a chance to because of school and other stuff going on in my life. But before we start, I'd like to address a couple of things of this series. So ever since that final photo was taken, that was I think around like end of March or something like that, I had to gain a little bit of weight because I was feeling a little bit too tired for that weight. I think my calorie count was very low compared to what I should be eating. I also had sports, I had a lot of other physical activities, and I just kind of wanted to gain a couple of pounds, and I ended up gaining around 10 pounds now. Even with that in mind though, my body fat percentage looks very, very same, honestly. And, I've gained a lot more muscle, and my lifts have gone up pretty drastically. I do feel a lot better actually around my weight now, which is about 182, 83-ish pounds. And I think the weight gain was actually for the better, but now we're gonna try to lose some of the fat here. So for this series, basically it's just gonna be a documentary of me throughout summer with kind of like losing that final few pounds, because currently obviously I'm not fat. I wouldn't say I'm fat, obviously, but no, I'm just trying to lose that couple more pounds to the point where I can be very lean, maybe almost even see my abs, something like that, and then we will see how I go from there. That's always something I've always, really thought of and really wanted to my whole life, but I couldn't get over that hump, and I want to see how I can do with this series over the summer. I'm gonna have a lot of time, and why not make this YouTube thing a try. Alright guys, now 8:30. I just made my breakfast. I made this kind of like a frittata. I have some frittata with some cheese. I have some deli meat in here, spinach. I had 2 eggs and 80 grams of egg whites, and I have that with 2 slices of bread, and I put a little bit of sriracha on here. I also have a coffee on my side and a bottle of water. Big bottle of water. Another thing I'll say here is that, obviously you want to keep your food very nutritious, but also that bottle of water that I bring, it's a big reminder of me drinking water every day. And if you drink more water, the water kind of fills you up a little bit. Sometimes you're not always hungry because you're actually like physically hungry. It's just emotional hunger, and carrying a water like this and drinking a lot of water every day helps with that. And also there's a lot of benefits of drinking water, obviously. So that's the most important part here. So I'm gonna get my food done, and I'm gonna take a shower, and then we'll get some work in. Alright guys, it's been a few hours since the last time I ate. I've relaxed a little bit, and I'm ready to get back into some working. I have myself a little bit of snack right here. This is actually one of my favorite snacks. I eat this like once every 2 days, 2-3 days, something like that. It is basically just rice cake. I have 4 just plain rice cake with half a cup of Greek yogurt, and this is the thing that makes it much better, is I actually put sugar-free syrup on top of it, so it tastes really sweet. And the Greek yogurt, the rice cake itself, and the syrup. Tastes fantastic. Oh my god. Jesus. And so yeah, I'm just gonna get back into do some work, do some editing, and yeah, I'll catch up with you guys later. Alright guys, it's been about like 2 hours since I've recorded, and it's time for our workout. I'm gonna be going to the gym in about 30 minutes, and we're gonna make our pre-workout meal, which, as you can see right here, it's gonna be oatmeal. And it's a very basic recipe. It's only about 4 ingredients, 5 if you count the sweeteners. So let's start. First, I'm just gonna add about 40 grams of oatmeal. Also, quick tip, get a food scale. It's very important. You have to calculate your food. I'm just gonna fill that with a little bit of water. Should be good. And we're gonna microwave this for about 2 minutes. All right, so the oatmeal came out of the microwave. It's looking a little bit thick, but thicker is always better for me, at least personally. I know some other guys have different personal preferences, but That's just a thing for me. So now we're going to add about half a scoop of protein powder, which is going to be 19 grams. We're using this vanilla isolate protein powder. You can use whatever you want, you know, as long as it's a protein powder, it should be fine. This is my second favorite type of white powders. I can't say the first one for legal reasons. All right, so here it is currently. It's looking like complete choking hazard, but I promise it gets better. Now we're going to add 50 grams of blueberries. I got this organic blueberry from Kirkland. You can get literally anything you want that is called blueberries, or any other type of berries. Maybe there's like raspberries or strawberries, or I don't know, any type of thing. 2 packets of 0-calorie sweetener, which are pretty basic, you know. And then finally, something that's a little bit weird, but I like it a lot: sugar-free, low-calorie syrup on this. The sweetness that the blueberries, the sweetener, and this makes it that the oatmeal tastes better, and that I can actually eat oatmeal without wanting to kill myself. That's kind of the way to describe it. So just drizzle that over oatmeal. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Macros and calories will be on the screen above, and I'm just gonna have this before I go work out. Yeah. All right, now we're on our way to the gym. It is about 12:15. I'm not driving, obviously. I'm 15. So we are doing a push workout right now. I will explain my workout routine in later videos, but we're just doing a push day, which is gonna be chest, shoulder, and tricep. I am bringing with myself, actually, it's something I've been doing recently, a Gatorade. Not the sugar-free ones. That's the one time I actually bring a full sugar Gatorade. It's kind of like how I describe it. It's kind of like a poor man's intro workout. Ever since I've been taking this, I've realized my pumps in the gym has gotten a lot better with this. I also have another pre-workout that I use that gives me a very good pump. You know, this really helps a lot. You know, it tastes good. It's not that much calories. 140 calories won't ruin your day. You know, as long as you make a little bit of adjustments in your diet, you can fit this pretty easily, and you know, it's very helpful in the workout. I'm gonna try to see if I can record the workout at the gym. If I can't, I'll just show you some pictures of some of the exercises. I might get some of the staff to record a video or two or something like that. But you know, considering I'm going to a public gym, you know, recording it's a little bit weird in some cases. So we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, it's been 1 hour since I started my today's workout. You know, it's feeling pretty good. You know, I can only record in the bathroom because it's the only private place, and I'm just checking out how I feel right now. The pump, because of the Gatorade, my pump feels amazing. You know, let me just see how it goes. It's so fun. It's so fun just like doing this all day. Look at that. Whoa. That's so fun. That's so fun. Alright, that was the end of the workout. Felt great, all my weights went up. My pump felt really good, you know, that pre-workout and that Gatorade, which is now just water at this point, feels very, very good. So, you know, it does a lot of good things for you. So, we're gonna go back home, obviously not driving again, and we're gonna make some burritos, and yeah. Alright guys, so now we're gonna start making the burrito. So this is a very simple burrito recipe. There's not many ingredients right here. let's start. So this is the tortilla. This is my golden food. This is probably one of the most used food that I actually have here. It is Mission Carb Balance Whole Wheat or plain tortilla. This is absolutely golden. If you look at the nutritional facts here, it is really insane. So what we have here is, for one tortilla, there is 110 calories, 6 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of protein. Now, the amazing thing about this is there's actually 25 grams of fiber in one of these things. 25, that's a lot of fiber, okay? And if you eat like 2 of these a day or something like that, that's 50 grams of fiber just in your body. The poops are going to be absolutely amazing. So we're gonna have this, just a slice of American cheese. You can go fat-free if you want to. I just go with the regular ones because the calories difference is minimal in my opinion. 1 egg. I have here 2 ounces of 99% fat-free ground turkey breast. These are also very good. For every 4 ounces, there is 120 calories, 1 gram of fat, no carbs, and 27 grams of protein. It's a very good source of protein. Now, these are a little bit more pricier. If you want to go with the 93% fat-free ones, they're a lot less pricier and they're still pretty lean. I just go with this one because usually the price difference isn't really that big, but you know, whatever you like. This is also a gem that I have here. It is G Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. I want the sweet and spicy one. You can go with whatever you want. For every 2 tablespoons or 30 grams, there is only 10 calories in this, and you know, it's very low calorie. You know, great sauce. I use it so much. And then finally, another great one to have in your food: spinach. It's a lot of volume. Like literally, when this bag is completely filled, the whole bag's completely filled. Everything, the whole bag is only 100 calories. You know. It has protein, carbs, fiber, you know, it's vegetables, so have a little bit of vegetable in your diet and you should be all good to go. When the turkey finishes cooking, make sure you add a little bit of sauce onto the meat. This is what it looks like right now. I'm just gonna make sure to cook a little more to finish that up. So that's barbecue turkey, yeah. All right, so now we're gonna do the egg part. Now, with 1 egg, you have to be a little bit creative with how you do tortillas. So this is how I do it. So make sure your pan is on heat. Good. Make sure it gets hot a little bit. Alright, just cook the turkey. So it should still be relatively hot. And also, by the way, don't use butter or actual olive oil. I use just cooking spray. You know, no calories. I mean, technically, there's probably a little bit of calories in it, but it's a lot less than actual like butter and olive oil. And they taste, in my opinion, pretty much the same, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna add some to that. And that's how you do this. You gotta be quick. You have to be quick with this. Okay. So crack an egg. As soon as you crack it, with a spatula, break the egg whites and everything like that, and just mix it around. Make sure to get as much surface area on the pan as you can. And it's gonna be very thin, so it's gonna cook pretty quickly. So this is how it looks like right now. And I'm just gonna leave that there until it finishes cooking. It should take only like, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds, something like that. And it should be done. Okay, so I kind of messed the egg up a little bit. I kind of rolled it over, so the surface area isn't that big, but you get the idea. Make sure the eggs is fully covering the pan. And now what we do is we put the egg, put the egg onto the tortilla first. That we have right here. Put the meat on, and then what I do is just a handful of spinach, a little bit of that, should be good, and then slice of cheese, and then you roll it up like how you roll a burrito. If you don't know, just this, that, that, and then bam, that's it. And then if you want the cheese to be more melted, you can put it in the microwave. I prefer not because, you know, I'm a special type of person. I got a protein bar. It is probably the most basic protein bar you can find, a pure protein bar. 20 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, 200 calories. You know, it's not the most healthiest thing in the world, but it gets the job done. It's very cheap, and that's kind of what I'm looking for here. Like, if you notice, besides the turkey part there, everything else here is relatively cheap. It's not like super expensive. This is the meal. This is gonna be my post-workout meal. Macros will be on the screen somewhere, and yeah, that's it. All right, so now it's around 6:30, and we're going to make a poor man's pizza. which, imagine this. So imagine like a really budget pizza and then a really budget version of that. That's what we're gonna make today. The good thing about this is that it's very, very low in calories. In fact, one of the pizza, we're gonna make two today. One of the pizza is only about 230 calories each. And like the volume that you get with this pizza is actually pretty insane. It is barely pizza, but it technically counts as pizza, as my opinion, so let's go with that. So we're gonna start off with any just regular marinara pasta sauce. This is the cheapest one I can find at John Eagle, which is just a John Eagle's one. I told my Italian friends that I'm using this as a marinara sauce, and they just started crying. But not literally, but like, no, they were very mad at me. That's how I describe it. So we're just gonna put about 40 grams on this. We don't put too much sauce. 40 grams, and just spread that across. All right, next, I actually made 4 ounces of 99% ground turkey. I seasoned it with salt, pepper, and cumin, and we're just gonna put half of it in that pizza. Lightly spread it across the pizza. Good. Next, we're gonna put in spinach. Again, I use this a lot. Very voluminous vegetable. You know, it tastes pretty good in my opinion. And we're just gonna use like a handful-ish, something like that. Just put it on top of the pizza. And then finally, not a whole slice of cheese, actually half a slice of cheese. So I have to use a knife. Is this a cemetery? Maybe. So we're just gonna use a half slice of cheese. Just ever so slightly spread it across the pizza. Like when I said this was a very poor man's pizza, I mean it. This is down bad. This is like what a college student would eat, but worse. I'm gonna go to college in like 3 years. All right, so this is the pizza. Technically, I think this is the pizza. So we're gonna wait for this to heat up, and we're gonna put this again. Spray. Or use your butter or olive oil in case for pizza. I put a little bit too much spray on it, but honestly, it's just how I like it. All right, so now we're just gonna let this cook away, and we will see how it goes. I'll do the same for the other pizza, and I'll show you the result. That should be it. All right, this is the second pizza. Here, good. Yeah, here it is. This is the 2 pizza that we have here. Can you believe both of these combined are only like what? 450-ish calories. I'll put the macros above the screen somewhere right here. And yeah, this is what I'm gonna have for dinner. And before we start, I have this pizza roller thing. And I'm just gonna cut these into quarters. And yeah, this is gonna be our dinner here. And one of the biggest rules I have with making food different, like obviously regular pizza is not healthy, this is much more healthier, is that as long as it tastes at least 80% as good as the real thing, it's worth it. And I will say this tastes like, for me personally, because I'm not like a pizza souvenir. I just eat pizza like once in a while when I'm craving or something like that, when I was overweight and obese. But nowadays, this honestly is kind of how I'm used to tasting pizza, because it has cheese, even though it's like slowly sliced American cheese. It has meat, it has marinara sauce. I count that as a pizza, and that's already better than 80% of what I would think the real thing is. So that's kind of one of my main goal here, is that if you are making something different that's healthier, as long as it's 80% as good as the real thing, I'll eat it, honestly. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna start eating, and yeah. Alright guys, it's currently 9:49. I actually went to a walk with my parents and my siblings as well. We went down to some of our parks. We just walked around a little bit. You know, I got my 10,000 steps. I was outside afterwards, just played a little basketball with my family, and it was pretty fun. And for our final meal of the day, we're going to have just half a cup of cottage cheese. I put in a little bit of sweetener and some cinnamon so that it doesn't taste like absolute shit, but we're just gonna have that. And honestly, if you made it all the way to the end of the video and you're not like my family member or something like that, like, I'm genuinely so happy. Like, thank you so much. You know, this means a lot for me to finally start off this thing for the first time. You know, I used to have an older channel that I don't really post on anymore, and I haven't done something like this in over a year now. So I've always wanted to do this, but I never had the chance to, and now I finally did. You know, it's very happy to see this, and you know, for whoever sees this video, you know, thank you so much. You know, I'm just a little kid, but you know, so we'll see how this takes me. We'll see where this takes me. We'll see, you know, how this goes. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So you made it to the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe, like, do all that other fun stuff. You know, if you don't like it, don't like it. If you like it, like it. And that's pretty much about it. See you guys next time.